Hey, how's it going? I'm Enrique. Here's the thing, okay? I'm going to talk about something I've talked about a couple of times on this channel, and I think this is the one big thing that ever got me over this hump. It kind of put me into this like really stuck area where I just couldn't get out, and I was like, wow, I've practiced, I've done a lot of practice, I've learned a lot of things, I've done so much, and I just still couldn't get good, right? And this one thing, you know, I mean, I would say this is the main thing that really got me over that hill. And I don't know if you're like me, and if you can relate to that, stick around, watch the talk. I'm gonna be talking for like, I don't know, 8 minutes. Stick around for the whole video. Before you do that, don't forget to hit the subscribe, okay? Let's jump right into the video. Okay, let's go over here. I'm gonna be working on this guy in the bottom right hand corner here. I'm gonna be grabbing my brush pen. I'm addicted to these brush pens lately. And I'm just gonna ink him for the most part. While I'm doing that, let me talk to you about what I was talking about earlier. So if you're like me and you're trying to get better at art, you might hit a point. I would say almost everybody's hit this point where they hit this like frustration point where they're not getting any better. They're not doing anything wrong per se. They're doing the things they think they need to do, but they're frustrated because they just can't. You can't supersede where you're at, and you don't know what to do. There's a lot of different solutions, and depending on who you are, different things will help you at different times of your practice. That's why I put so many videos on here on like the mental side of art, because you know, each different thing might help you at different points in your art career, in your art practice, right? In your evolution. So what would be a good example of that? I would say one thing you could try out would be letting it happen and not trying to get better, if that makes any sense at all. You're getting out of your own way, right? How do you do that? How do you get out of your own way, and how do you just let yourself learn it? I would say take the emotion out of it, right? Take any emotion completely out of what you're doing. So if I'm like learning something to get better and do something, or so I don't have to, you know, for example, for me, I'll give you my example, right? And then you can let me know if this is anything remotely similar to you guys. Maybe it's not, but mine was that I went to school. My parents paid for me to go to art school. I had a lot in my mind for getting better, where I was like, okay, I need to get good so that my parents didn't waste their money on me, right? I need to do this so that, you know, I can make them happy. And that was kind of a big part of that. As well as myself, right? So I can get a job and I can really contribute to the household, or just do what I needed to do. Doing that led to me pushing to get better. Like I absolutely really pushed really hard into trying to, practicing more is one thing, but I mentally held myself like, I need to do this, I need to do this. And the more I did that, the worse I got. It's like I put the brakes on in my head, just doing that, like need, like pushing into that. I just put way too much pressure on myself, like, oh, I need to do this. So every time I had like a little mess up, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Oh my gosh, like I was like miserable. You know. I'm like, oh my god, I'm terrible. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I screwed up, you know. And you get addicted to that thinking. And that can, again, completely screw up your process. That screwed up my progress for like years, honestly. And that's why I said when I quit and I came back, I was like a lot better. Because I quit and I came back, I didn't have that pressure on me anymore. I was just like letting it happen. What you should do is, not take the emotion out of it. Just like, okay, well, I'm learning a skill. It is what it is. Just learning this skill. All right, cool. That's what we do. Blah blah. Yeah, that's kind of neat. You know, a lot of the highs and the lows just completely went away. That's when I really started getting better. Like the highs and the lows, like the you can always be happy of what you did, but I don't know, like for me it helped just not to care, period. The more I just straight up stopped caring, the more I was just kind of drawing better stuff. I would just look back and I'll be like, whoa, that was way better than I thought. Because I'm just kind of like learning it like a skill. Like you're learning tennis, like you're learning, you know, anything else, the piano, like you just learn like construction, you learn to fix a car. You're just doing this stuff, you know, like anything else. Okay, goes here, this goes here. The key was, you know, the key at one point was just kind of getting some, you know, decent instruction. And there's a lot of sources online now. I have it as well. Go check out the Skillshare. You know, that's like free classes right there. And it's pretty much for people who are stuck. Or kind of stuck in this, like, what do you call it? Intermediate limbo, where they're like, okay, but they just can't get past that point. And I'll do a whole video on that later, on like how you can get past that intermediate level. I'm talking mostly to people that are, I guess, intermediate right now. But yeah, so I would say don't try to do this stuff. Let it happen. And don't take this as like, yo, you know, don't take this as like being lazy. I would say the part I try is I try to, so for example, if I feel too lazy to just draw, I'll push myself to just kind of draw, you know what I mean? Just kind of doodle. I don't have to try really, you know what I mean? But basically it's like a mechanical try as opposed to this mental like battle with yourself. Because once you start drawing, you're gonna, you know, kind of start digging it and just kind of doodle, and you're like, oh cool, doodle for like 30 minutes. I feel better for doing that, you know, and it gets to your muscle memory. So I usually try on that first part, but not on the rest of it. The rest of it, I'm just kind of more or less, you know, at this level of like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, cool. Gonna do this, cool. Gonna do this, cool. Hopefully I can kind of relate to some of you. I know it can't relate to all of you, but hopefully I can relate to some of you. That this kind of like, oh, if I get good, then I will be able to do this. If I get good, then, you know, I'll have this, right? And that's all kind of stuff. Ironically, when you let that stuff go, that's when that stuff happens. You start to get better when you let that stuff completely go. And I'll be honest, I tried really hard to push through that. You know, I know it. Really, really hard to push through it mentally. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to push harder than ever. And it just didn't work for me. And I'm going to guess there's a lot of people like that. It just did not work out. But yeah. Anyways, if you like these little art videos, these little art chats, do me a huge favor. Hit that like and hit the subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot of kind of advice videos and just kind of like more basic drawing videos here on this channel, and a little bit less of like specific, you know, I'll probably still post dinosaurs and Godzilla, but I'll probably post a little less of like, I'm not going to put like how to draw SpongeBob again and stuff like that on this channel. I'm going to try to make it like this. I'm going to split the channel to 3. There's this channel, Easy Things to Draw, and then there's Easy Drawings, which is a channel where I live stream on, Easy Drawings, and I'm going to put most of the like SpongeBob stuff on that one, or you know, like how to draw Huggy Wuggy, or because I did do how to draw Knuckles, and I noticed I didn't do that well on this channel. So I'm thinking maybe people are coming here more for this kind of stuff, more like basic drawing. You know what I mean? Like how to draw hands, or how to draw feet, or, you know, anatomy and things of that sort. I think that's kind of why people come here, so I'm going to start doing a lot more of that. But I still will draw like dinosaur videos on here, or animal drawing videos. Alright, thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed that little chat. I didn't finish inking this thing, but I will finish it later. Hey, for those of you that are a little bit more serious and you really want to kind of upgrade your art skill all around, I have these beginner art lessons here on my Skillshare. So the idea with this is that some people that, you know, for example, on YouTube, people just kind of want to draw what's in the video and just generally have a fun time. They're not always concerned about the little details and stuff about learning how to do this stuff, you know, long term. And I get that, that's fun. But for some people want to upgrade their art ability entirely, like all around, like they're serious about it. If that's you, go here. Like I said, there's programs here on even some of the same material. Like I said, it's just a lot more in depth. My eye drawing program is an hour as opposed to the video I have on YouTube, which is like 10 minutes, right? You can still learn from both, but like I said, if you really want more and you really want to make this part of your life, go here. I have same thing over here, how to draw a dragon head. I have anime, I have cartoons. There's categories for everything, and everything is for beginners. The other thing about this website is it's incredibly easy to watch it. This is like the Netflix of like drawing lessons. So you can go through the entire site, see everybody else's lessons. And normally the site costs like 30 to 40 bucks a month. Because you're watching this video right now, if you're still watching right now, you get it for free for at least a month. Like 30 days, that's a lot. But just what you have to do is go over here to the video, go down, first link in the description, the very, very first link. That gives you free access to this whole thing for 30 days. You just go over here, you click this thing, boom, and then you sign up. And it's super easy, and the cool part is you can just straight up cancel it before the 30 days is up, and you never pay a single thing. You never pay a cent, and you got all this learning from it. But yeah, like I said, that's an option for you guys. If you guys want to do it, absolutely go hit that up. And that's it.